Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools, and this audio and video is a special introduction to Artemis or Artemis. People say this name all kinds of different ways, but she's one of our goddesses, and she's going to assist us this week with working on our career goals or our public persona or what we're known for. Consciously choose to up your game and to focus on, let's say, how you appear to others, how you're received by others, what kind of vibe are you putting out there right now. It's time to apply yourself and exert your own independence, so being as responsible for yourself the best you can. Focus and desire is a big factor, is a huge aspect of Artemis's qualities, let's say, because she's the goddess of the hunt. She knows how to focus on the goal at hand and go after what she wants. So I'm going to ask, what's your why? Why do you want what you want? How will you feel once you attain that goal? Really feel into the celebration of it, because that's going to come up again later. What's plan B if you fall short? So always having a backup or an alternate is useful, let's just say. Being proactive on your own behalf, taking charge. This isn't about your parents, partners, or children. It's all about you, which means you have to always have at least one way to turn your fear and anxiety into passion and excitement, because we are entering new territory. We don't want to be afraid of it. We want to be excited about it. And often how you start is how you finish. So we don't want to start on a fear foot, right? We want to start on an optimistic, light foot. We're going to have some new tools. We're going to have some new support. We're going to have a new team in place. We are going to be refortified at that point, because that's part of this season as well. Self-care and self-love, because we are much more than our jobs or our roles that we take on, which are often pretty temporary. So let me tell you who inspired my Choose a Goddess each week for a couple of weeks during our season is Lori Sue Brockway's A Goddess is a Girl's Best Friend. So she has chosen several goddesses for different purposes, and she has Artemis as the career and goal-oriented goddess that can help us with that. So the way she puts it is, Artemis is a girl's best friend when it comes to setting sights on bigger targets and passionately hunting career opportunities and advancement. She helps you go after your mark with passion and focus, and is a free spirit who empowers independence as she shows you how to make no apologies for going after what you want. She's no man magnet by choice, so she is especially helpful in those times when you don't want to dilute your career focus with romance. She represents independence, self-reliance, and the ability to aim high and hit the mark. So deep breath. She also goes into the mythology piece. So she, of course, is known as the Greek goddess of the hunt and was one of the first feminists of Mount Olympus. A huntswoman by skill and divine profession, she was chief hunter of the gods, known as Lady of Wild Things. A virgin goddess who is fiercely independent and would let no man have her. She knew her territory well and had many friends to help her along the way. She spent her days in the forest with her posse of animal guides and virginal wood nymph companions. She was famous for always reaching her target with her golden arrows, which moaned as they sped toward her prey. She understood the ways of the wild and the nature of beast and bird, and could gently speak the language of the wild, yet she was fierce and a force to be reckoned with. She was not afraid to make the kill, and with her nymphs and hounds she hunted in the deepest wilderness, slaughtering stags and lions. For recreation she would gather with her brother Apollo and their favorite friends, the 9 Muses, to sing and dance. She is often pictured as a young woman in a short toga with a bow and arrow and her animal friends in tow. So we love Artemis. She's amazing. I've shared several of my favorite pictures along the way, so you can get to know her, especially if you've never heard of her. I hope most of you have, because this is who we can call on to really assist us if we have some big goals. And I, for one, do, so this is probably why I resonated with it when I had to pick only 4 goddesses out of so many. So laser sharp focus and deep breathing and self-awareness. Think of what you need to be a hunter, really, when in its purest, healthiest form of hunting. With all the fire that's going on, we're definitely activating or calling on our own sacred masculine to rise in a new way with Mars retrograde in Aries. It's a renewal of the sacred masculine within and around us. And it's another reminder about activating our six senses and using them as the messengers and communicators that tell us what's going on in our world, which leads to building a strong mind and remembering the power of your language and words and thoughts and ideas. You know, there's power in all that. So you need a really strong, healthy mind as well. Clarify and prioritize your goal. So if there is something really important to you that you want done in the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's time to make it the priority and kind of push some things aside. That was the other cool thing about the Huntress is that, and this is coming up, it's to alert your peers that you're going hunting, which means dedicate some time and space to be a little bit off the grid or off SOCMED or off your phone or off the computer. Because you're going to want some time, if you have some time, to create a career or at least a goal treasure map. I love the treasure map idea or vision board, something with the steps to your goal so that you can visualize it and really feel into the essence of each step as well, because that's part of the experience. And another thing we can do is to treat our job like a purpose, or basically make your efforts sacred, create a ritual. Create something that makes what you're doing more important. Recognize the connections to the larger story that matter for you and for your family and community. Enjoy the process, because it is a process, you know. It's not the destination, it's the journey, right? Keep the goal in mind and heart. Basically, keep it forefront. If it's a priority, let's make it a priority for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And then, as Shanta and I have talked about this one, plan the party first. So basically, you want to feel into the celebration of having your goal accomplished. That feeds into the motivation to keep you motivated on this front end before it manifests. And so one of the little tricks that Lori Sue Brockway offers in her book is to keep an arrow nearby as a reminder of your goal and to do the affirmation. I joyfully accept responsibility for reaching my goals. So nobody can or should want it more than you do. And so just dedicating even just a little prayer time. Let's say you're limited on the actions you can actually take at this time. Maybe it is just time to clarify the vision. So hopefully this exercise of creating a little treasure map or a vision board, something to inspire you visually. You know, if you are going to make things a little more sacred, that might require a little bit of research and digging to figure out the deeper meaning behind some of the things that you're drawn to and attracted to. To sharpen your focus, absolutely, to get clear, to clarify, okay, this is what I want, and I want it more than these other 3 things. So we're going to move those around and really prioritize. And it can be done so beautifully this month, and we're so supported. So carefully crafting your language. Remember the power in the spoken word, the power of your thoughts. There's so much power in it. So give yourself some space to cultivate that language, to choose your words, to choose your responses even, because you are recalibrating on an interior level at this time of year, every year, where you focus back in your heart and on yourself. So one of the reasons I chose the certain goddesses that I did, Artemis being one, is that independent free spirit that is possible for all of us. And maybe we need to create a little ritual to get in touch with her again. So let me know what comes up for you around all that. And if you're inspired to do anything specific, and you're always welcome to share pictures and things like that to let me know how your journey's going each week. But I thought this might just be a fun little reminder to get proactive on your own behalf and to really clarify something you would like to see in form or see manifested or created, or create some space for it, you know, just so that you can even just love on it. Maybe you don't even need to build anything. You just need some room to grow a little bit. And we all deserve that, especially during the summertime as we move and shift into fall. We have to get a little bit more serious about other things. So thank you so much for being part of the Soul Sister Circle. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.